back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to do an unboxing of my Sunset Valley Orchids 2021 Cattleya order. I actually just took everything out and I'm going to show you what I've got. Alrighty, I'm going to show you everything I've got for myself. Some of these orchids are no longer available on the website, so I think they were sold out. It was an early look sale before it went out to the rest of the website, so I'll do my best to find all the photos, and I'll just let you know if I couldn't find the pictures. I'll put the crosses on the corners here. So, the first orchid that I got from Sunset Valley Orchids is this cross between the Brassolaleo Cattleya Sunspots, and this one is the Sunspots crossed with the Brassolaleo Richard Mueller. So this one is the same cross as the yellow bird. The Richard Mueller is in the yellow bird. This one has flat leaves, which I really like. If I find the photos, I'll put them up for you. But this one's very pretty, very typical of a orchid with Brassavola in it, with the flat leaves and the thin canes. But I remember looking at this and I really enjoyed what the flowers look like. So this one should be nice and cheery. I'm very happy with the foliage. Up next, this one is called the Cattleya Hamana Egret. This one is a cross between Cattleya Valkyriana, as you could see from the fat little bulbs here, and this is the semi-alba version of the Valkyriana, crossed with Cattleya dubiosa Scully. This one's very pretty. Looks like there was a leaf that's a little floppy from transit, which is okay. These bulbs are very pretty. This is a nice one. Alright, this one in particular, I went back to the website and I couldn't find it. I'll do my best to find the pictures and put them up. I think this was sold out, but this is the Brasso Cattleya Maikai Leah crossed with the Cattleya Caudebec Linwood. So I think this one was sold out. This one was also very pretty. The Brasso Cattleya Maikai Leah is gorgeous. It has a very pink flower, if I remember correctly. Very bright, very cheery. And this was expected to be a beautiful cross. I love these orchids with very flat leaves like this, the Brasso Cattleya types. The foliage is very pretty, but ultimately we grow these orchids for their flowers. So I like the look of it, and this one will stay nice and compact. I think this one's about, I'd say about 10 inches tall, and it shouldn't be getting much larger than this. No new growths coming up yet, but I will be repotting when I start seeing growths popping in. So I really like this one. All right, up next is a David Sander. This is a Brassavola, and this one is a cross between two different David Sander orchids. This one is a cross between the David Sander SVO and the David Sander Just As Nice. I don't know if there's any distinct differences between the SVO version and the Just As Nice version, but this one is really pretty. I believe it's a cross between the Jiminy Cricket and the Rhyncholalia Digbyana, and I love that Digbyana. So this one has a frilly lip and is very pretty. And I love these Brassavola orchids. They're very small, they're compact. They do very well on your grow shelves, provided you give them nice bright light. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this develops. So this is the Brassavola David Sanders. Up next, we've got two of the same. One of these is going to my mom. I want to show them to you together. This is the SL Mini Pet. I think that's Sophrolaleo Mini Pet. So these are mini Cattleyas. These are not going to get much bigger than this. I'd say they are about 7 inches tall, maybe 8 inches tall maximum. Not even. They're quite petite. They're very, very small. These have red flowers. They are just adorable. This one is so, so tiny. Like, here's my hand for reference. They're very small orchids. They are a perfect addition to the grow shelves. This one over here has 2 new growths that are coming in, so this one's ready to be repotted. And then this one doesn't have the new growths yet, so we'll wait until that one gets repotted. In terms of the cross, this one is the Sophrolelio Orchids Hidden Treasure, and it's crossed with Sophronites. Let's see, what is this? Coccinea SVO. Hopefully I said that all right. But yeah, these are beautiful and very cute, very small, perfect addition to the grow shelves. They really don't take much space at all. And this entire haul is compact and miniature orchids. So none of them should get larger than 1 foot, which we've all got room for those. So this one is the Sophrolelio Mini Pet. Can you guys guess what this one is with the fat bulbs over here? This is just absolutely gorgeous. So this one is the Cattleya Valkyriana. I went to the website and it looks like this one is sold out. This is a species cross. It's 2 variations of this species. This one is the Cattleya Valkyriana the Chairman, crossed with Cattleya Valkyriana SVO Whopper. They had about 3 or 4 different Cattleya Valkyriana crosses available on their website, and most of them were sold out. So hopefully I could find a photo for you of this variation. This one was very pretty. It had a very flat flower. The foliage is just gorgeous. It almost feels like succulent. Like, it's a very pretty orchid. Again, we grow for the flowers, not necessarily for the foliage all the time, but this one is just very, very pretty. I was told I normally repot my Cattleyas when there's new growths, when I see new green root tips, when I see new growths sprouting at the base, but I was told that this one is especially finicky to repot and to do it only when the new roots are coming in, so I will not be repotting this until I see a new growth sprouting. And thank you, Ray, for the tip. I definitely don't want to set these roots back. So this one is my new Cattleya Valkyriana cross. Up last, we have the Cattleya Blue Mini Star. So I want to show you these both because they're the same orchid and they are different size, actually. As you can see, one is a couple of inches taller than the other, maybe about 2-3 inches taller. This orchid, the LC Mini Blue Star, is a cross between the LC Mini Purple, the variation Cerulean, crossed with the LC Cornelia, the Cerulean Floralia. This one was sold out. I wanted to see the photo of the flowers again, and I couldn't find it on their site. I'll do my best to see if I could find pictures. But this one just had a beautiful purple, bluish flowers. They were very, very, very pretty. One of these is going to my mom, and one of these is I'm going to keep. I don't know if my mom wants the bigger one or the smaller one. She has an IKEA greenhouse space for her orchids. So I'll leave it up to her on which one she wants. But I'm curious. With that said, these are all crosses. We know that sometimes they take different traits from the different parents. So I'm curious, if you guys have crosses of the same orchid, do you find that some of them take on the different size of the different parents? I do have different catasetums. Some of them are standard size catasetums and some of them are miniature catasetums. And I'm curious if you guys have 2 or 3 of the same different orchid. Let me know down in the comments below if you notice that some of them, they don't really come out uniform since they're grown from seed. So let me know if you've noticed a size difference between the same orchids, possibly taking a different dominant trait from the different parents. So this was very interesting to me just to see the size difference on the same orchid. This is probably the tallest one of the bench, but this one is beautiful. So that's my haul. I'm really excited about these. They're all pretty small. They fit on my grow shelves, so I'm not going to be moving too much around. I'm going to be repotting them when they start pushing out new growths. I'm going to let them get used to my environment first. I'm not going to rush into it. Just like I did with the other SVO orchids, I repotted them about a week or two ago. They spent about a month and a half in their pots, so I'm not going to shock them. Coming from a greenhouse to a different city, going through transit, they're probably a little bit stressed, so I will take it easy with them. Anyhow, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more unboxings like this, care collaborations, care and culture videos on how I grow indoors, and thank you guys for stopping by. Bye!